going today? This is Dimitri Haratos and
Michael Carnuta.
We're here with Long Island Paranormal Investigators. This is Ghost News Network, and we are running live from Gateway Playhouse, and we just walked through the haunted house, and we actually have our first group here that would like to talk about the haunted house and let us know what they like, so we're going to just go ahead and jump right into it. So, what's your guys' names?
Brianna, Amory, Carmela, Dana,
Jason.
So, guys, what did you think of the haunted house?
I thought it was the best haunted house I've ever been to.
Yeah?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. Definitely good. Very scary.
Very scary. What would you say is your favorite part of the haunted house?
The bodies. Yeah, the bodies.
Oh, yeah.
The dragon.
Yeah.
The dragon. Yeah. And then the bubble thing. When you have to go through and walking through like the squeezing through like the bubbles and also being in complete darkness.
Okay, great. Would you recommend this haunted house?
This is the haunted house to come to in Suffolk County. Long Island. Absolutely. We've come here, I think, what, 2 or 3 times? Yeah.
Great. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so we're here at Gateway Playhouse Haunted House, and we are in, what's the town?
I believe it's Bellport.
It's Bellport, New York.
Bayport, right next to each other.
Yeah. So if you guys are in the Long Island area, you're looking for a really cool haunted house to check out, this would be the place to go. There's a lot of stuff going on. We kind of just jumped right into it, but this isn't going to be a typical show like you guys are used to hearing. This is going to be just us sitting here talking about the haunted house. We'll talk about, things that are going on in the world of Long Island Paranormal Investigators and just get everyone caught up to speed.
Absolutely.
So, Mike, why don't you go ahead and jump in?
Yeah, I'll definitely jump in.
Let's talk about what's new with the group first.
Oh my
before we
God.
dive into the haunted house.
That's like a 2-hour show right on its own. But we took a little break from the radio show because we've been extremely busy. Summer came and gone real fast. We took a whole bunch of trips, which we'll be talking about maybe on a future show. But we're back here live, doing our radio show again, bringing you updates on everything that's going on. So, we just got back. Our trips for the whole year, we started in April, and every single month we went away. So April was we went to Gettysburg, which was an amazing trip, fantastic place. In May, we went camping in Lake George, and we were able to investigate the battlefield, which was, once again, awesome. In June, we went to, where did we go in June? We went back to Gettysburg, Back to Gettysburg in June, which was another amazing time. We actually found this new location that we were talking to somebody about back in April when we were there, called Devil's Kitchen. So we were able to actually find the location. So hopefully next year when we go back, we're going to try to investigate it. In July, we did a huge trip in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. We went all different locations, which was phenomenal. And then in August, we went back to Lake George camping for Siege Week. And September, we went to Connecticut. Checked out a couple of cool places in Connecticut. We hit up Groton and New London. And then in October, 2 weeks ago, we just got back from Atlantic City and Philadelphia. So we had an amazing spring and summer. So we're coming off of that now. That's pretty much about it. We haven't really got much new equipment, but we are looking to purchase a thermal imaging camera, which will probably be rolling out sometime in February. So we're really excited about that. So we just got a ton of stuff going on right now. That's pretty much it. We just got out of the Gateway Playhouse Haunted House, which was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's really worth the money. You really get the bang for your buck here. Probably lasts about 20 to 25 minutes long, which is awesome. Yeah, it's a good long haunted house. They have a lot of cool props. Just really creepy stuff. They do an awesome job here. It's definitely the best on Long Island. I would say probably the best, probably one of the best in the country. I haven't traveled too much further out. I mean, out of some of our investigators done the Eastern State Penitentiary one and Penhurst, but I think this is definitely the best one probably on Long Island, so without a doubt.
I mean, I know I've worked at a lot of haunted houses in my past, and the thing I like about this haunted house is the way it flows. It doesn't seem jagged. The way the whole motif flows from one room to the other.
Right.
It's not like extreme. If you're going from like a bedroom to a clown room, there's like a transitional period in a hallway that leads you into it and starts setting the mood up from the get-go. And that kind of directing and stage direction, the way the set itself is set up, is really good because it's not. And you get scared from people jumping out and all the mechanics that are involved, but the flow is really smooth the way it transitions. Right? Really excellent haunted house. Like Mike said, running 20-25 minutes for a haunted house. You don't get that really anywhere else.
No,
a lot of these haunted houses, you go in, you're out in 10 minutes. I mean, we're going upstairs, we're going downstairs, we're outside, we're inside. The whole layout is twists and turns, and then your group gets separated at one point, and eventually you come back together. And so, you kind of lose your safety net when you have so many people around you, and the next thing you know, there's only two of you. So it's really, really cool. The guys that work here are doing an excellent job jumping out, scaring you. The timing is fantastic. I love giving them names of people that are in the group to try and scare them even more. But it's excellent. Yeah, I really enjoyed this haunted house. I'm sure we'll get into more of the specifics of the house as the show goes on.
Sure.
But since Dylan's sitting right here now, and Dylan,
hey,
what do you think about the haunted house?
I personally, I enjoyed it. I would say, yeah, they definitely do a good job setting up to transfer the mood over to each different area that you go to. I mean, there's signs. They say certain things to lead you into what you could be walking into. And I liked it, just the dynamics. A lot of it's, it goes from open space, to tight corners, to completely black rooms, and, just the way the hallways are all set up that you never know what is going to jump out at you. And it's just the whole aspect of, the fear of the unknown, what's able to jump out at you at any time can happen, and that's, it's all about having your guard up or down, whatever you like.
Absolutely.
I liked it.
So Shannon, you went through the haunted house as well. What did you think?
I actually thought it was a lot of fun. I got kind of invested in it because
They took special
interest in me.
from the beginning, yeah.
They definitely did. They made me feel very special, very scared. Acting was incredible. I definitely want to go back through again.
One guy measured your eyeballs for some reason.
Yes, I had my eyeball measured. I almost got kissed by somebody. Something fluffy on my face. It was a really good time. It's definitely worth every penny. I would definitely do it again.
Oh, sure. So, moving on, like I said, we'll try to give out the information on the haunted house as we run through here. But I'm just going to jump in and just talk about some of the other stuff we've had going on recently. Not too long ago, we did a convention called Haunt Fair.
Yeah.
And that was a really, really excellent time. Excuse me, we had a table set up there, and we ran about 3 panels. We did one on haunted locations in Long Island, we did one on equipment, and we did one on just demonic hauntings and stuff like that. And that was a panel that should have only been an hour. We ended up running over 2 hours.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Luckily, we were the last panel of the night there because people were really interested in it, and it was a phenomenal time. I just want to give a shout out to Elsie and Frankenberg and all those guys that run those conventions because they do a bang up job. It fits in this Gateway Playhouse motif because it had paranormal stuff, but it also had a lot of the haunted house attraction things that they were, going through and convention. They were like promoting their haunted houses and stuff, and it was an excellent time. It was 2 days. I think now they're talking about doing it twice a year.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff. I think the next one's going to be in July, end of June, July, somewhere in there. So yeah, if you guys are local and you're looking for a haunted house or some kind of horror type convention, look for Haunt Fair. It's an excellent convention. You'll get everything you're looking for there. Scary stuff, paranormal stuff. They have some celebrities there, some psychics there, and it's going to be it's a really good time. So absolutely check that out.
Yeah, we had a great time when we went. We met a lot of awesome people, which we hope to look forward to working with in the future. It was just, once again, amazing. It was like, towards the end of the summer, so it kind of like topped off the summer with everything else we had going on. So it was really awesome. So, but keep an eye out. Look on our website. We do have a bunch of new locations from all the trips that we were just on, and we're revamping our entire evidence page. So keep a lookout for that. We're going to be working on that over the winter time. Once again, website is www.liparanormalinvestigators.com. Come down, check us out. So yeah.
The other thing I want to say is we've been we have some guests here that would like to speak with us. What are your names?
Juliana, Daniela, Taylor.
Okay, guys. What did you think about the haunted house?
I thought it was scary. There was like a lot of surprises.
Yeah.
It was like scary and pretty long.
It was long, right?
Yeah, and I don't like jump scares, so there's a lot of those.
Yeah, there are a lot of jump scares in there. What would you say is your favorite part of the haunted house?
The airbags.
The airbags?
Yeah, that was like scary. Yeah.
It's the confinement, right? Feeling like you're being crushed.
I liked when we were outside.
You were outside? Okay. I like that bus.
Yeah.
Bus that's out there. It's really, the way they did it's really well, the way everything walks through. Anything else you guys want to add to the haunted house? Like to say?
It was really fun.
Really fun?
It felt like it was so quick, and then like we want to go back in.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes.
Awesome.
The time goes by fast, but it's really a long haunted house. All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Have a good night. See a lot of coming out and checking it out. Oh, we got another couple more people that want to talk about the haunted house. There you go.
You can use obscenity. We're gonna say it at some point. So.
Scary and weird.
What are your names?
This is Patty and I'm Andrew.
Patty, Andrew, what did you guys think of the haunted house?
We thought it was scary.
And the part, I've gone through so many, the part that really was different, that wigged me out, was
The tunnel.
the tunnel where it was just like bubble.
The airbags,
Right.
Right.
I didn't like that.
Oh yeah, the floor part.
We were like going this way.
Oh, that
skin
was
down.
no, I'm talking about the bags. It was like
Like an airbag, right?
You feel
Yeah.
like you're being crushed.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
and
but with the tunnel, you feel like you're gonna go all the way up.
yeah.
all the haunted house I've been in, that was like the creepiest part. I've never seen anything like that. Very unique.
Yeah.
Very unique.
Yes, we recommend it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
awesome.
It was
Are
great.
we gonna be on Channel 12 now?
No. Maybe
YouTube, yeah, it's a podcast that we do, yeah.
That
Okay.
was so different. It was so different. And then with the floor, the bushy.
That was creepy, right.
And then the things that were really the cords that you had to.
Oh yeah, when you came out of the clown room.
Yeah.
The floor was kind of dangerous, I thought. I mean,
The sliding floor?
yes.
Yeah.
I think somebody could actually fall, but
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
I'm always thinking safety.
That's all right. Safety's important.
Great.
It's
Awesome.
good.
Awesome.
Thank you guys
Thanks for
very
coming
much.
down. Appreciate it. You too. So yeah, it's and the way they do it here too, it's not like you sit there and you purchase your tickets and you wait online.
Yeah.
They take it in groups and they have like a whole concession stand prior. They have like these different games out front. I think Shark Radio is here. What is that?
94.3.
94.3. So there's a lot to do while you wait, which is really cool. Like I've been on other haunted houses where the line's like ridiculously long. You're waiting online for like 2 hours and you sit
bored
there
half
and
the
bored out of your
time.
mind. Here it's different. You buy your tickets and then
You can chill out.
you hang out. They serve different beverages and food, and they have all these different games you can play.
Pretty sure they have
It's
alcoholic
pretty sick.
beverages that I would like to get my hands on.
But the way they do it here is definitely awesome. They do a really awesome job here setting it up. So once again, come check it out. It's Gateway's Haunted Playhouse. It's in, I think, Bayport or Bellport, Long Island, one of those. But yeah, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Now, as I was trying to say before, after I discussed off-fair, we also recently just did a presentation. We've done a few of those, but we had a presentation just last night in Seacliff, New York. It was a little bit of a drive, but it was well worth it. It was a really cool presentation. It was at the library there, and I was surprised because a lot of the times when we do these presentations, it's normally in the youth department, and this was all older people, so it was nice to have a different crowd there because you get different insights and different types of questions and stuff like that. So it was really, really cool. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, without a doubt, that presentation was awesome. And it was cool that, like, when we first got there, the lady was just, she was like, well, I don't know how many people are going to show up, and we packed the room out, which was awesome. She was surprised. So
yeah, they said a lot of people don't come to these things.
But we had a great time doing that presentation. It was like an hour and a half presentation, and we originally have it like staged where we go over, we play a video, we go over different locations all Long Island, talk about our experiences, then we're going to jump into equipment. We barely got through half of it, people started asking questions, so it kind of turned into like half it was like a Q&A session, but we had an awesome time with it. People asked really good questions. We had really a lot of fun, so, but I mean, we've been, like I said, we've been extremely busy, doing a million things.
Oh yeah.
So we're looking
start getting back to this on a regular basis.
Show. We've been shooting a lot for our documentary work for YouTube. So also check that out over the winter months.
We got a special that we're working on for Kings Park Psychiatric Center. We just started working on that.
Yeah, we posted a lot of new videos.
A lot of new stuff.
So should be a lot of fun. So
even though this stuff is kind of taking the radio podcast is taking a little bit of a back seat. It's just because we need to focus our time on these other videos so that there's more content on our YouTube page for you guys to see and stuff like that. We also have a lot of equipment reviews that have been getting posted and some of the Lippy Light stuff. Andy loves to set those up, which are a lot of fun. And we've just been really working on stuff like that. Let's see. We've got a bunch of different horror movies coming out this October.
We do.
As always, it's Halloween season, so the horror movies start coming out. We haven't gotten a chance to see any of them yet. I'm hoping to see one of them soon. But let's jump into this really quick. We have a couple more guests. And what are your names, ladies?
Kendall, Beth, Amanda.
What did you guys think about the haunted house?
It was scary. It was really good. I knocked everyone over.
Nice.
It was like 5,000 times.
Awesome.
That was awful. I was shaking off. Oh, wow. That was really scary.
What part would you say was your favorite from the haunted house?
The walking through thing where it's
spinning.
The spinning wheel,
because it gets you so disoriented.
Yeah.
Right.
They come out. I'm like, bleeding bodies. Oh my god. Like, strobe lights and then like these bodies have a lean on you. It's like it feels like it, but like you're just like bumping into them.
Would you guys recommend this haunted house to the people?
Yeah, definitely.
Great. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks for coming down. Appreciate it.
Very good. Have a good day.
You too.
We have a couple more people coming over now. Hi, how's it going?
Hi.
What's your names?
My name's Patricia. I'm Tiffany.
Okay, guys. What did you think about the haunted house?
It was amazing. Oh my gosh. I said every curse word in there.
It's so good.
The houses, but like the effects and like the effort that actually went into this was like amazing.
Yeah. What would you say out of the whole haunted house was your favorite part?
The elevator spinning.
Elevator?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was
You know what got me? The part with the oil canisters.
Yeah.
When you walk through.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like the whole rack is coming down on you. Yeah. Really good.
Crazy.
Those things that pop up, this thing like the dragon, I think.
Yeah, the drow was intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I jumped out the way.
I did not see my kids tonight.
What would you recommend this haunted house to other people?
Yes, 5 out of 5.
Good.
Awesome. My friends now, like we have to come back next week.
Very cool, very cool. Awesome.
All right, guys. Let me ask you something. How long was the wait for you guys to get in?
That was not long. And the interactions outside are so cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome.
It keeps you entertained the whole time you're here. So worth it.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming down. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So everybody seems to really enjoy this haunted house.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess makeup's good too.
All the makeup, the prosthetics.
Yes, exactly. Everything that they have added.
This Gateway is a theater company. They're a theater company first, so one thing they are good at is performing.
Right.
You know, they know how to do makeup, they know how to do all of this stuff. And so it's just an added bonus to have that in your haunted house. You know, it really helps add to the salesmanship of the event.
Right. And the best thing about Gateway's Haunted Playhouse is that the Gateway Playhouse is actually haunted. It's not just during Halloween time. We actually investigated here twice already, and we had a fantastic time. We did get some interesting stuff on evidence. Gateway Playhouse is on our website. Check it out, www.liparanormalinvestigators.com. You can read up on the history and the haunted history and check it out. But yeah, we actually did investigate it. I think we're in the process of setting up an investigation. Probably
once the winter time's
probably sometime in the new year, probably January, February. So we're really excited about that as well. So once again, I said before, we're going to be updating all of our evidence. So we'll have all that stuff up there for everyone to see, so you guys can really check it out. But yeah, that's the one really cool thing about this is that it's actually, they claim it to be haunted, so which is awesome. So but yeah.
Unfortunately, I haven't had the privilege of investigating this place. So whenever we get in here, I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. We have a couple more people here. What's your name?
It's Lori. Caleb.
What did you guys think about the haunted house?
It was terrifying, and I think I'm deaf. I was at first, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's hot. Yeah. What was your favorite part of the haunted house?
When almost all of them popped up at you.
Okay.
You know, I was in the back, so things kept on chasing me.
That's where I was at. The whole time.
Oh, and an illusion, like you feel like spinning.
Oh yeah, the spinning. Yeah. That's cool.
We saw a ton of people that we actually knew. Yeah.
What's your name, buddy? Kevin. Kevin, did you go through, Kevin? What did you like about it?
I like the optical illusions and the strobe light.
Strobe light, yeah.
Like sliding panels, you walk up.
It does, yeah. We were just saying, the way they did the makeup and the way everybody's set up in there, it's very professional. Would you recommend this to other people?
Yeah, totally. It's still worth it for the price.
The mom's here for moral support? Grandma's here for moral support?
I didn't know it. Even the carpet ride was pretty cool, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, they get attractions.
We haven't gotten a chance to check out the outside attractions yet.
Like shit.
We told you someone was going to curse eventually.
I know, but it smell like skunks.
Nice. That's awesome.
There's some rooms in there that smell.
I feel really good for the actors.
A lot of that stuff is intentional.
We actually blamed Dimitri because we were all behind him and we're like,
they thought,
yo, what happened? What did you eat? You know? And it wasn't me.
They all smell like
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate you coming down.
Yeah, speaking of the smell though, the way that the smell, you can differentiate like the different smells because they really get into, some rooms may smell like feces, other may smell like throw up, and then, body odor, it's just, eggs, there's just so many different smells that you're going into different rooms and you're going, making it more intense. Yeah, it really is. Because it's adding to the grossness or, maybe the hideousness of the people that, just of the makeup. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know, just to take a little break from this. We started talking about horror movies that are coming out. There's movies like Crimson Peak that just came out. There's we have the guy here. Hi guys, how's it going? What's your name?
Steve.
Steve, how's it going? You guys gonna say something too?
Sure, why not? I'm Linda.
Linda?
And Chris.
Chris. Alright guys, what did you like the haunted house? What did you think of it?
Loved it.
Yeah?
Really, really well done.
Large animatronics are really good.
Yeah, the oversized animatronics.
Good.
This
is the third year we've been here.
It's different every year, right?
Yeah, I think the creativity that they have is definitely different from a lot of other places.
Yeah.
Yeah, the theme was pretty awesome.
I think it was also longer this year.
It seemed like it was, right? Yeah, I thought so.
What would you say was your favorite part of the haunted house?
To be honest, I like those two girls that were flipping out back and forth, like screaming like, "Oh, he's coming back."
Oh yeah.
Confuse you, and like, if something happens after that, like that's how I got scared last year. That guy was bugging out, like an insane guy was like bugging out. So I'm staring at him, and then someone jumps from the side.
Yeah.
Completely like disorients you, and you.
Yeah.
So it's the details on the mask though are really good.
Yeah, you know, I have to say, this is one of the few that, like, when you're going through, you kind of second guess, is it a dummy or is it actually a person? Because most of them kind of figure it out, not really.
There was the one room where the woman was you're in a complete dark room. She looks like a ghost, and then the light kicks on, and you see her. I didn't notice, but then I caught on to it. She was spinning and turning around, and there was another half. There was another like half of
Yes.
it. It looked like
She had a green
yeah, like one side was green, the other side was blue. It was really cool. It was really cool.
Attention to detail is really, really well done.
I did, however, think that someone was going to be in that stroke room with all the dummies and the stroke. I thought there was going to be a real I got lost there.
I thought for sure I was going to bump into an actual man. When we were in there, he walks up to, he thought he saw somebody in there, and he thought it was Dylan over here. And he's like, Dylan, what's going on? He's tapping on me.
It looked like somebody standing like against the wall with a hoodie on. I'm like tapping him. I'm like, Dylan? And he like pops out. I'm like, yeah, I was pretty cool. Yeah.
I would like a little more of that. More separation.
It's a really awesome variety of, like, things on the floor, things everywhere.
And I purposely try to do that when I'm in there with people, separate myself.
Right.
I like that they actually let you or want you to do that. I think even a little more even.
I usually walk in the front because everyone pushes me there, and as I walk by, I start giving people's names out to the actors.
I said that before, yeah. I did that.
Well, it was funny because the girl in the front, when we were online before we went in, she like points to me and like there was like, you know,
Oh yeah.
to come here.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Did she try to put her hand in your eyeball?
No.
Oh, that's what she did to one of our guys. Yeah.
With someone else like
She was just like, you're gonna go through first. And I was like,
Would you recommend this to other people?
Absolutely. And you know what? Even just like the beforehand of you getting in, the way they have it organized is so much better.
You're not standing on
You're not waiting, right?
Right.
You're entertained the whole time.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's not, you know, you can just get right in when your number is full. And it's perfect.
Awesome. Keep doing it up.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming down. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think people are getting really into a lot of people, and this is something that I didn't notice other people would notice, but they're talking about the details and the masks, stuff like that, which is really cool. It's hard to notice this stuff in the dark, but it just goes to show you the craftsmanship is so well done that no matter how dark it is, you can still see all of that stuff.
Right.
So it's really, really cool.
They did a part in the haunted house where it feels like you're walking in a basement, almost like a cave. Because you go down like these steps and you feel like you're in the basement in like a cave area. So like, it's just all the detail that they put into just everything, each room and each set. You know, it's pretty awesome. Definitely.
The mushy floor was really cool.
That was pretty cool. That was definitely pretty cool.
So since we're talking about it, and we're probably going to run for maybe a half hour longer, what would you say was your favorite part of the whole haunted house?
My favorite part is when you walk into the room and it looks like all these like creepy zombie looking things just standing in the floor. And the crazy thing is one side is a mirror. So it looks like a room now, like it's double. And you gotta walk through and you're like bumping into things and you don't know if one of them's real or not. Right. And it got to the point where I got towards the end and there was somebody with a hoodie on facing the wall and I'm sitting there tapping the shoulder like, Dylan? And then Dylan comes popping out, in the doorway, and he's like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm like, "Yo, who is that?" I'm watching him say my name at somewhere. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was my favorite. I mean, that, and then the other part where you're coming through this hallway, and you go to pop out, and right when you pop out from the doorway, there's this giant, like, dragon head that jumps out at you. Like, that's pretty awesome. I've never seen that.
I've never seen anything like that big. I've seen like some of the small dogs that come out of like the doghouse. This thing had to have stood 9 feet, 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
I mean, it was big. It was awesome. Really big, and it's really cool. Yeah. That thing's banked. That thing.
They have a few of them. There's not even like
there's two or three. Yeah. There was like the dragon, and then there was like I called it the hellhound, the dog that was over there. Yeah. Well, that was really cool. What about you, Dylan? What was your favorite part of the whole podcast?
I gotta say, my favorite part was what got me was there's a room where it is chain link fence and it goes almost in like an S pattern where you go over, you cut down, you go down the other way, you cut back up, and you cut through. But there's in the middle of it there is there's a guy with a chainsaw, and while he's going across on the chain link fence, it's sparking. Yeah. So while you're walking through, and he's looking at you and he's following you with it, and at the end of one of them, he's in the middle section, so he's got a gate that he can open or close. And that's what really got me, because once I went past him, I saw him by the gate, and I was like, technically, you could just come right out.
Well, he came out and he grabbed Jake. Oh, really? He jumped out of the fence and like reached out to Jake and
So, I mean, that was something else. That really did get me, and I said it because I was right next to Mike. I was like, this is what really gets me right here. Something like this. Just because the intensity of it. What about you, Dimitri?
Oh, man, there's a couple of things I really enjoyed. I always like that disorienting feeling. So I do like the spinning room. When you're walking down that corridor and the whole room is spinning. I actually thought I wasn't going to make it through the door. I was like, if I don't hurry up to the end of this thing, I'm going to miss the door. And so you get through, but the thing is like, as soon as you walk out, it didn't just go away. You still had that disorienting feeling for another minute. Right. So it really, it took your brain time to reprocess what it was looking at. And so that adds to the scare too, because somebody's jumping out at you straight as soon as you come out. I think they're fucking sideways, like they're just coming out of they're coming out of the wall. I always like the things when you're walking down the mushy floor and then there's like these whip things that are on the bottom, but you don't know it. And so as soon as you're walking, the wind starts hitting it and it starts smacking you in the leg. And you think somebody's trying to grab you. That was really cool. But I think my favorite, and it was my favorite a few years ago, they have this really cool wall where these oil drums are, and the oil drums just fall on you. You think this whole thing is going to collapse. They also had a collapsible ceiling room. Did you notice that? One of the rooms, one of the dining rooms we walked into, the ceiling dropped on us, and it hit these two 2x4s, and then it raised back up. That's it. There's so much. There's so much. Yeah, that was the ceiling falling down on you guys.
That's crazy.
There's so much going on that it's not just one thing that can get you in any room. There's multiple things that can get you. You notice that person there? Well, this thing's gonna get you. There was one thing that scared the shit out of Teresa, and it was when we were walking down that catacomb, and there was a person that looked like a dummy just leaning up against the wall. And it had the face there. It had like a really fake-looking mask there. Right. The person was wearing it backwards. So their face was painted black to make it look like they were in the catacomb. And as soon as Teresa walked by, that person jumped out and scared the living crap out of her. Nice. Which is fantastic. Brandon, get over here. We got Brandon here from Loyal and Paranormal Investigators.
Hello.
What would you say was your favorite part of the haunted house?
There's a lot of really cool things. I love the school bus was actually really, really cool.
You like the school bus?
It was a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool things. It was really long, but just awesome.
Yeah, it really was. Let's see what Jake thinks. Jake.
Hello.
What do you think about the haunted house, buddy?
Oh, it was awesome. I was very scared to go in at first, but it was very entertaining. To say the least. Very, very, very entertaining.
What would you say was your favorite part of the haunted house?
They have these like crazy effects, like the balloon walls that you have to walk through, and like soft floors and rooms that look like they're full and not full. But it's crazy. It's really like a play on your mind. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one thing I do have to say about the haunted house is it doesn't just affect you visually. It hits all of your senses.
Right.
Okay? You get smells.
Yes.
That's not me farting, despite what you guys think. It's got smells. It's got sight. There's sounds that affect you. There's feeling, like with the way the floors change, and all this other stuff. It's not just one thing. All of your senses are being assaulted, and none of them are pleasant, but all of them are fun. You know, it's really, really cool. So,
I'm surprised how close they were. You get, the actors, how close the actors get to you, how they can read on you. It's just, everything. They get really, really close. Like, they're almost touching you, and even if it's just for a good section, they're still doing it. It's getting close.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like they get like almost like on a personal level, you know.
Yeah.
But it gives it more of that
right into that bubble.
Yeah,
Right into your personal space.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome.
So just to jump back on to our topic on haunted movies that we're talking about, since it's October, out of the ones that are out right now, which one do you think you're looking forward to most in seeing? I know how much Mike hates these movies. He hates it. Let's see, we've got Crimson Peak that's out. We've got the new Paranormal Activity, Ghost Dimension, that's coming out. So,
Got any others, or that's only two right now?
Those are the two that I can remember off the top of my head. I think those are the two main ones that
There was this one, I saw it coming attraction for, I think it's Crimson Peak, I'm not 100% sure. It was the only time I saw that coming attraction there. The woman is standing there, and this little girl,
Victorian, right?
Yeah. Little girl walks up to her, right? And her smile is like gigantic, and her eyes like grow. And they cut it out right at that point. I'm like, yo, that is sick. I don't know if it's that movie or not.
It is. It's Crimson Peak.
Yeah, coming attraction for one time. But we'll probably go and see both of those movies. We'll rate them accordingly. But I don't personally have high hopes for them. But we'll see. You never know.
Well, Crimson Peak is Guillermo del Toro. This is Ghost Peak Network. This is a podcast that we run. We're Loyal and Paranormal Investigators. We're a paranormal movie. And we're just here. We walk through the haunted house, and we're just doing the show from here, promoting it and stuff like that.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Gina.
Gina. Have you gone through yet?
No, not yet. I come here every year though. Like my boyfriend works here, so I'm here like all the time.
Okay, great.
It's actually got to the point where it's not too scary. So I don't like.
You get used to the stuff. Yeah.
So I usually go at the end of the season. So I know I want to see if they don't scare me as much.
Right.
All right, cool.
Other than that, no, I'm really good.
Awesome.
I'm pretty scared.
Your boyfriend works here and stuff like that, so you like the haunted house?
I do. It's just, I do. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I like being here with people. It's something to do, especially after here.
Yeah. And you don't have to really wait. That's one thing I like about this place. You always got something to do. You're not stuck online for any long amounts of time.
Right, and like the way they do it is good. Like, counter. I like when the people walk around. I like watching the other ones here.
I love that. I used to work at some haunted houses, so it's always fun to watch people get scared.
Any real ghosts?
Huh?
Do you find any real ghosts?
We've investigated this place a couple of times, and we've picked up some evidence. Yeah, we've seen some cool stuff over the years. We've been around, coming up on 13 years in March.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we've done I can't even tell you how many hundreds of investigations. We've seen some really interesting things over the years. Yeah. How about you? You ever have any ghost experiences?
I wouldn't know. I've never really. I mean, my school is supposedly haunted.
What school?
Big Point High School.
Okay.
like haunts school now. So like there are definitely things that have like gone missing and like without explanation, or like usually sometimes like the orchestra, like when sometimes there's no one in there, it sounds like it doesn't sound like perfect playing. It sounds like just like someone's like going across like the towers and bases, and we walk in, no one's there. It's like maybe I'm like going crazy. Or, like things are like moving around, and they always say, oh, it's the big purple point ghost.
Right.
Sometimes it's like not explained at all, and then sometimes you're like, oh, someone actually just done that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Awesome. Very cool. All right. Well, it was great to meet you.
You too.
Yeah. Take care.
You too.
Hi guys. How's it going? We're a podcast. We play on YouTube and stuff like that. So we're called Ghost News Network. Normally it's very paranormal based. We talk about haunted locations, things like that. We're a paranormal group. But today we're just talking about Gateway Playhouse, the haunted house and stuff. Did you guys get a chance to go through it?
Yes.
Yeah? What are your guys' names?
I'm Mia, Perry, and Hannah.
Hannah? Okay guys, what did you think about the haunted house? You liked it?
Yeah, I liked it. I was in it last week.
Oh, you were in the haunted house?
That's awesome.
Okay. So you got to act in it before?
Yeah, so I knew a lot of people in it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, no, it was scary at some places, and then it wasn't scary at others.
What would you say is your favorite part of the haunted house?
The jump out scares, like
The jump out scares? Yeah.
Yes.
that, and when it's like when you're outside and they try to separate you.
Oh yeah.
They tried to separate us, and then we were like, oh no, we can't go, and then they would let us go. They tried to separate other people though.
Yeah, we got separated.
Yeah, we did.
We got separated. Yeah, for a little while. They caught up with us, but we were separated.
Yeah, usually you do.
Would you recommend this haunted house to other people?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, can I ask you a question now? How is it from an actor's point of view of how is it being an actor basically in a haunted house?
Well, for some people it's really hard to scare because they just don't get scared.
Right.
Other people, all you have to do is get close to them and they jump.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
What type of scare do you prefer? You prefer jump scares of people? Yeah. Nice. Awesome, guys. Thank you guys very much. Have a great time.
Have a good night.
But yeah, I think out of the two movies that are coming out, I think I'm looking forward to Crimson Peak.
Yeah, I'd say Crimson Peak.
Because it's got Tom Hiddleston in it, who played Loki in the Avengers movie. I really like him. It's a Guillermo del Toro movie, who makes a lot of awesome movies. I don't know if you ever saw the foreign movie Pan's Labyrinth. Fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. He also made the Hellboy movies, the comic book adaptations. So this guy knows his stuff. He's really into horror. It looks like the trailer I just watched. At least it's not like one of those realistic paranormal movies.
Right.
Because I know those are the ones that we get frustrated at the most because they tend to really go off the rails. But I mean, it's Hollywood, so it's sensationalized. But the first Paranormal Activity is probably the closest you would get.
The first Paranormal Activity,
last 10 minutes.
I mean, the first Paranormal Activity wasn't bad because a lot of people didn't like it. I happen to like it because it's more of an investigative point of view.
Yes.
This is what actually happens during a house investigation, where when you set up 8 hours or 9 hours of video, you may only get a door opening if you're even lucky. So I mean that's the realistic of it, of the actual field. So right, but I mean after that obviously it kind of went more on the Hollywood side. They kind of overextended the storyline, but yeah, I mean we saw Annabelle when it came out, which it was okay, but they should have got somebody else here. So.
Hi, how's it going? What's your name? Denise. Donna. Denise and Donna. What did you guys think of Haunted House?
We like it. We've been here a bunch of. This is our third year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what would you say this year was your favorite part of the Haunted House?
I like the outside. They did add a lot on the outside. They added a lot.
They did add a lot with all the side attractions and stuff like that. One thing I was saying is that I love how you're never just sitting in line waiting like a lot of other haunted houses. There's so much time. There's always so much going on.
For a while we were going to Bayville, but it's like you have to wait online.
I've been there. It's like 2-hour wait.
Yeah, it's great. You get to hang out in the bar area, relax, and then your number's called. It's one of the best things about it. but inside is crazy. And they're so realistic. I think that they're actors. They're so
Right. Yeah, that's what we were saying that too. It's a playhouse first, so the performance part plays a big part of this haunted house. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Obviously, I asked, would you recommend this to other people?
Absolutely.
You would, right? Yeah.
We do all the time.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming down. Appreciate it.
Also, I like how they have actors walking around dressed up, outside where everyone else is walking around, sitting down, having a drink, and there's actors walking around still putting on a show.
And the other cool thing they have is outside is they have like this like photo booth type thing set up where it's got like the whole Gateway Haunted Playhouse logo and it's all like lit up. And we actually took a group photo under there, and it came out like awesome, like a professional photo.
Yeah, it did.
Set up, which is pretty cool. And the best thing about it, there's no charge. It's free. You just walk up, take your photo. A lot of places would actually charge money for something like that. And this they just have set up. You just go, do what you gotta do, and that's it.
A little mini outside.
I thought that was like really cool.
They've got a whole bunch of Shakespeare lights going around there to light the whole area up. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's definitely, they do it right. They definitely do it right.
There's like a coffin ride over here.
Yeah.
There's a food truck. There's a bar where you can sit down and hang out, get snacks, drink. Because the best thing you want to do before you go inside a haunted house, which has really tight spaces and people jumping in your face, is get drunk.
Oh yeah.
That's nothing bad can happen from that. But seriously, it's really, really cool. Now we were talking about haunted movies, but so on the subject.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about Annabelle. Yep. Movie itself, I thought could have been better. I think they should have kept the doll in its original. Just because you make it look scary doesn't mean that it will be. The original doll in itself, because it looks so innocent, that's what makes it more creepy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, the original doll was a Raggedy Ann.
Right. They should have kept
probably
that,
had something to do with rights. They probably couldn't get the rights to the doll.
They make it somewhat close to it, as close as possible in the legality of it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and stick more to the storyline. I'm sure Hollywood took over and kind of killed it like they normally do. The storyline in its original form is enough. It's like scary as shit. So But I'm trying to think what other movies we saw that were.
We saw that. What was that movie with? Was it called Baby or Mama? Mama.
That was a while ago.
I like that movie a lot. And the last ending sucked.
The ending always sucked.
You know what it was? It felt like it had 8 endings too. It felt like it just wouldn't end.
Right.
It felt like every character, no matter how important or ancillary, needed some type of ending when it wasn't necessary.
Right.
So that movie was good up until then.
We have an update on the new Ghostbusters movie.
We do. The new Ghostbusters movie has finished filming. Paul Feig, the director, is now doing post-production stuff. I guess editing, special effects, and all that. It will be coming out next year in, I believe it's July 22nd of 2016. So it's an all-female cast, and I'm really hoping it does well because it'll really reboot the franchise and start getting it out there.
Right.
I've also heard recently that Sony has greenlit a new animated Ghostbusters movie as well.
Really?
So this stuff is going to start trickling out, and as a guy who is a huge fan of Ghostbusters and runs his own Ghostbusters team, I'm really looking forward to it. Right. And at first I was a little like, it seems like it's not hokey, I'm looking for the term. It's trying to get like it was more about, oh god, I can't remember the word I was going to use. But with the female cast and stuff, not that I'm opposed to an all-female cast, but
Teresa, what did you think it all about?
Yeah, we haven't spoke to you yet.
Houses are really scary for me, but I had a really good time.
Awesome.
She's our screamy one. What was your favorite part?
The scariest part was probably the claustrophobic walls that were in the
air bubbles.
Oh my god, that was terrifying, and also the body bags.
Body
was
bags?
really way too much for me. It just really felt like real bodies in there.
They weigh made those things, man. They made them perfect. I went to go move them, and I was like, wait, I actually have to put some muscle behind these bags, you know? They were like 200-pound body bags that were just hanging upside down.
Crazy.
The weight is fantastic.
Because you were in front of me, you were pushing through them, and then they swing at you, smack me to bounce against the wall. Like, the whole empire was not pushing. Yeah, it was crazy.
It really felt like real bodies in there.
Yeah, it did.
Do you recommend this place or what?
Absolutely. All the actors are really great. All the makeup is awesome.
It is, yeah.
They did a really good job with that, and it was long enough to like be absolutely terrified, but not too long.
That you felt like you were gonna never get out.
Yeah, I mean those couple walls really. I never felt like I was gonna get out.
Oh yeah. Well, I was like, we walked through, and I was like, okay, I'm out. And then I looked to the left of me, I'm like, there's another one. Jesus.
But yeah, it was a great time. Gateway Playhouse is definitely a great place for people to go. Even for kids, there's thousands of kids running around.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on here. Yeah.
On a paranormal level, are you looking forward to investigating this place?
Absolutely. I can't wait.
Awesome.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Teresa. Thank you.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Ghostbusters movie. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. I hope it does really well and really reboots the franchise. I remember I was doing a Ghostbuster event, and there was this mom and her two little girls that came up, and they're like, oh, what's Ghostbusters, and blah, blah. And I leaned over and I said, oh, you know they're making a new movie, and it's going to be all girls. And the mom and the little kid's eyes lit up. And I was like, this movie's going to do fine, because it's nice to see in such a male-dominated world with all these movies to get something for girls to look up to and something that they can have as their own. So I know that Sony's planning on doing multiple movies with Ghostbusters. There's going to be the female team, there's going to be mixed teams and stuff like that. So the original concept, Dan Aykroyd's original concept to Ghostbusters, before it got toned down because Stay Puft was like 10 minutes into the actual movie, and Dan Aykroyd's original script, and it just got bigger from there. So financially they couldn't make that movie. But Dan Aykroyd's thing was, there was all these dimensions and all these other different Ghostbusters groups, and they would pop into one dimension and help out this team and pop into another dimension. And I'm wondering if they're taking that original concept and putting it together. We have, looks like a couple other people coming over. You guys want to talk? Yes? No? Maybe? So? What are you guys' names? Julia?
Sam, Alex, Michaela.
Okay. It's a lot of names. I remember none of them. What did you guys think of the haunted house? Yeah?
Scary.
You liked it a lot?
Yeah.
What would you say was your favorite part of the haunted house?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't have like a favorite part.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Would you recommend this to other people?
Yes.
How was the wait for you guys? Was it long or?
No.
Yeah. A whole lot to do, so. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a great night. Yeah. So we've got about maybe another 5-10 minutes here, and then we're going to wrap up the show. And looks like we have a couple more people. How's it going? How's it going? What's your name?
Alex.
Alex. Did you like the haunted house?
I really did. It was scary.
Yeah. It was, what would you say was your favorite part?
I like the bus part.
The bus? Yeah, we have a few people that were really into the bus. Would you recommend this to other people? Yeah. All right, man. Thank you, Alex, very much. Take care. We got another guy. What's your name?
Vincent.
What's your name?
Vincent.
Vincent. How's it going, Vincent? What did you think of the haunted house?
I thought it was really good.
Yeah? What would you say was your favorite part?
Like the wooden maze outside.
The wooden maze. Yeah. Did you guys get separated at all? No. Okay. Would you recommend this to other people?
Of course, yeah. That's really
awesome. All right, man. Thank you very much. So,
back on topic of Ghostbusters, I'm looking forward to seeing the movie coming up. Next summer, you said?
Yeah, 2016, July. I believe it's July 22nd, 2016. All the original Ghostbusters have a cameo in it. So, well, minus Harold Ramis, rest in peace, Harold. But Bill Murray's going to be in it. Sigourney Weaver's going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. That's awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, really good. So, looking forward to it. Yeah, and then I'm going to ask you, before we wrap this up, favorite Halloween movie?
Like Halloween-based, like the movie Halloween?
Doesn't even have to be scary. I don't care if it's Nightmare Before Christmas, if it's Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. My favorite, I have two favorite Halloween movies. One being Hocus Pocus, that's number one. And two, I'm gonna get like so many fun. Double Toil and Trouble. Very cute.
You've never seen it. Go away.
I love it. It's such a cute movie.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, I gotta tell you, I didn't watch them till I was older, but my cousins, I watched it with them. I don't know what that was. But the Halloween Town movies are really cute.
Yeah.
They're really fun little Halloween movies for kids.
Yeah,
I enjoy those movies. What about you, Mike? Favorite Halloween-based
movie probably not many people have ever heard of or even saw. I'm gonna have to go with Monster Squad.
Monster Squad is
That's a cult movie.
That's a cult movie. Absolutely.
You know, it was done so well back then, and I have to say, like, I remember watching that movie as a kid. I mean, that movie probably came out sometime in the mid '80s, I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
I remember watching that movie, and you know, the whole monsters thing, and nobody believing them, and they set this whole group up called Monster Squad, and they create, like, towards the end of the movie, they create their own business cards and stuff. And at the end of the movie, where the army comes, and they're like, "So who are you guys?" They hand them a business card, say, "We're the Monster Squad." And I was like, "Yo, I want to do that shit. I want to go hunt for monsters and shit." And sure enough, you know, probably about 15, 20 years later, here I am running a paranormal group, you know, looking for ghosts, handing out business cards. So I'd have to say that movie probably had a huge impact on what I'm doing today, believe it or not. And you know, the movie it did have a creepy factor, you know, but it had a great storyline, and they stuck to it the entire movie. Right. They didn't just, all right, let's end it. You know, it had a whole point, beginning, middle, end, and I'd say that's definitely my favorite movie. I haven't seen that movie in years.
But yeah, my favorite one's probably it's tied between I love Hocus Pocus, love that movie, and Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Tim Burton's claymation animation and stuff like that. Even though I call it it's my Thanksgiving movie actually, because it's based on Halloween Town, but the guys try and celebrate Christmas. So the best time to watch it is Thanksgiving.
There you go.
What about you, Dylan? Favorite Halloween-based movie?
I gotta say, the one I really liked, like when I was younger, was I believe Halloween Town. I think it was the
Halloween Town. Yeah,
I like when I really did like that movie. The fact that everyone went into the theater, and then some of them got, like, they would just sit there and get really old, and they would get cobwebs on them, and then it had something to do with it, you know, just the fact that I loved it. I don't know why. I got told that I was a girl for watching it because it was more of a girl movie, but whatever.
No, it's a good movie. I watched it with my cousins, and they loved it. It's not Ernest Scared Stupid.
I've seen that a long time. I don't remember too much.
My brother's birthday is at the end of the month, so when we were kids, he actually had my mom rented the movie theater out. And we had the movie at the theater, his birthday party at the theater, and that's what we all saw. Ernest Scared Stupid.
Nice. That's awesome.
But yeah, so that's pretty much all we have for today at the Ghost News Network. But we're going to run a little bit longer and try and talk to a few more people. In the meantime, I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite place to investigate? Off the island.
Off the island.
Yep, I'm changing it up. Off the island.
Off the island. Favorite place to investigate off the island? Shit, that's a good question. So many freaking awesome places. We've been to a lot of places. I would say, just by going on this past year with all of our trips and everything, I'm gonna, believe it or not, have to say Lake George Battleground. That's what I was gonna say. Lake George Battleground. This past year for us, we only went twice this year. Extremely active. We had some crazy stuff happen. I think one of the future radio shows we have, Jake will talk about his experience. Yeah, that was crazy, really intense. Yeah. We got some really good evidence as well. So a lot of EVPs. We definitely did. And we got most of them during, what was it? Was that the Siege Week one, right? Siege Week. Yep. Which is such an important time for Fort William Henry and that whole town. Right. And we got so much evidence. Not to mention, I'm wondering if the archaeological dig played a factor into the amount of paranormal activity. Yeah, that was definitely picked up, so to speak. Absolutely. Because, I mean, why not? Why can't renovation theory be applied to an archaeological dig? Sure. Absolutely. I mean, they're disturbing the grounds. Things are being changed, or in this case, discovered. Things that hadn't been noticed in a long time. Right. Which was really cool. Yeah, it was definitely pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. But with all the trips that we went on, I don't know which one was my favorite. It's hard to say. I mean, I would definitely say we always have such a great time. Rhode Island and Massachusetts was pretty awesome. We hit up a lot during that trip. I mean, we did Newport, Rhode Island for the first time, which the mansions over there are absolutely insane. We did Lizzie Borden House. We did USS Massachusetts. I'm sorry? I don't know. We don't work with the haunted house. We're just doing a radio show. So yeah, I would say we went to Danvers, the old Danvers Psych Center, which is now converted to apartments. But we were able to check out. They kept the main structure, and we checked out the Potter's Field over there. I know some of our investigators met up with John Brightman, and they did the whole Bridgewater Triangle part of that, where they went deep into the woods, and they checked out. They said that was really cool. What else did we do that trip? We went to the Taps office, checked that out. What else we do in Rhode Island? Were you in Rhode Island? You on a Rhode Island trip? We went to Warwick, Rhode Island. We checked out a couple places there. Slater Mill in Pawtucket. We checked out Precious Blood Cemetery, which is also in Rhode Island. So that trip we hit up a ton of locations, had an awesome time. So next year, I'm trying to figure out where we're looking to go. We're definitely going back to Gettysburg. I think sometime in April. We're definitely going to go back to Lake George again. And then I know some of us are talking about possibly doing a DC trip, Washington DC, checking out that. I know we've got to go back to Philadelphia. So we got a lot coming up already in the future. I think all of our trips are probably going to start sometime March or April. Yeah. On top usually of our first trip is usually in April. Yeah, on top of all of our house investigations. We got about 4 more weeks or 5 more weeks left of Missing Urban Legends, and the weather kind of takes over. We don't usually investigate when it gets too cold out. Yeah. Because it just affects the equipment and it's just hard. So that's last night was actually pretty cold. Last night was pretty cold. Yeah, it was. So but that's kind of where we're at right now. I know we're talking about doing an open interview session sometime in hopefully the beginning of December. I think December. We're going to try to aim for the first or second week in December. We're going to see if we can get approval at the library to do it. So we're going to see. But yeah, we're looking to take on about maybe 2 more members. And then we'll be doing some training over the winter. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we got going on. So I know we're looking to shoot a new documentary. This is a little different than our YouTube videos. This is more of a professional documentary. It's going to probably last anywhere between 25 and 35 minutes. So we're looking to do a shoot on that as well, looking to purchase a professional camera. But these are some of the things that we do have coming up. I know there's been discussion. I know Shannon's starting to work on that book idea that we had. We're not going to talk too much about it because we don't want to give it away, but I know Shannon's going to be working on that over the winter. I know I'm talking about writing my own book. Actually, I know you're talking about writing your own book, and then we're talking about co-writing a book as well. I've actually started outlining my experiences and stuff, so I hope to get that project done probably within a year from now. That'd be great. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, we have a lot of stuff coming up. We're always busy, do what we do. But yeah, I mean, it sucks that we have full-time jobs and this isn't it.
I know, we keep talking about that. Me and Mike will be on the phone for about an hour and be like, yo, how are we going to do this professional? Just do this for a living. We need
they keep playing.
Quit our jobs and just do this.
Yeah, I know Travel Channel keeps playing our episodes. So.
Yeah, just aired the other day. Most Terrifying Places in America. It's episode number 5, and we're featured in that. So if you are watching Travel Channel and you see Most Terrifying Places in America, we are featured on that. Yeah, it's episode 5. So.
Yep.
And
I think that's. I'm trying to think what else we got going on.
I'm sure we'll think of something after we wrap this up.
Yeah, probably. So, but yeah, we're looking to couple more investigations. We know our goal is to send out a whole bunch of proposals within probably the next month and seeing where we kind of go with that. See if we can get any new locations or whatnot.
Boring Shannon falling asleep here. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. We've been super busy, and we're going to try and get back into doing this podcast on a regular basis again. There'll probably be a couple more gaps in between, but soon enough we're going to be steamrolling into the new year, and we'll be doing this back to a weekly basis. So,
So we've just been filming a lot, trying to get stuff to Andy so he's got something to work on, so we're able to produce stuff over the winter when we stop going out. So
just get a lot of more content out there for you guys to see. And,
I definitely want to give a shout out to the rest of our team. They all really busted their ass this year. For the first time, I think, in PI history, we have quite a few people coming up on a year, and they're still with us. It's hard. We have a very dedicated group. It's a lot of work. Nobody gets paid, so you really have to have that drive and that passion to really stick with it. And all of our investigators we found an awesome team. And shout out to all these guys.
They all work so hard.
They really do.
They all work so hard,
helping out with just everything and anything we need. Trips. We have a call out on an investigation. There's always somebody to jump in and fill that spot.
Yep.
Everyone's really helping out a ton. So I just want to give a shout out to the 2015 team of LIPI, Long Island Paranormal Investigators. Great job, guys.
Awesome. I've got nothing else. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Dylan, you have anything you want to talk about?
Whatever you guys want to talk about.
The Dylan Show, 2-minute time. What's been going on in Dylan's life over the past 6 months?
So Dylan,
I hate my job.
Grunting.
I hate my job, and I want to quit because I'm only a guest of LIPI and I don't hold the rank anymore because my job sucks. My job does suck. Everyone's job sucks. We all know that.
It's work. Of course it sucks.
It's not this. It sucks.
It's not this.
I know. So Dylan, if you could investigate any place in the country, where would it be? Any place in the country.
Well, actually, you know what I kind of had a thing for, which top of my head was the catacombs in Italy.
In the country, United States of America.
I thought you said the world.
Catacombs, this guy over here.
I thought I was going to...
You drop out. No, I'm gonna... You failed geography. In the United States.
All right.
We have dead time now.
All right. I would say maybe the Rocky Mountains.
The Rocky Mountains?
Yeah, I really do think
the Rocky Mountains.
That's one place. I'm thinking of new places.
I'd like to. I'm looking for Bigfoot or no? You're looking for Bigfoot. You need to head to Mount St. Helen in Washington State. That's where you should start looking for Bigfoot. I keep telling everybody that. But myself, I know I'd like to check out Queen Mary. I've never been. I know you guys have been, and I miss that. I would love to go back. I would love to do that. Would love to do that. Stanley Hotel.
Speaking of the Queen Mary, right? What do you think about the new Titanic that they built? Titanic 2.
I think it's gonna sink.
You think it's gonna sink?
I think it's cursed.
I think. What's your opinion on that? Do you think it could be haunted?
I don't know. I mean, are they bringing stuff from the original Titanic onto it? What are they?
I would think that they break it up where they might have like a museum on the ship.
Right.
You would think. One would think that
It's like,
they would actually have.
would it be haunted? And then I think relative time to object theory, and I think of things like that. And if we're going to have some of these items in there, then yeah, I think it's absolutely possible.
Like my thing is, what if I don't know their whole plan of which way they're gonna go.
Right.
But say if they go the exact same route, are they gonna, when they come up to the coordinates where the ship actually sank, are they gonna like stop and do like
blow the ship up?
No, like, are they gonna do like a moment of silence? They should. And by doing that, just by having that ship there and an exact replica, could that stir up something?
It could, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right? Like,
you would think.
I don't know, I've always been interested and fascinated with the Titanic, so I'm just curious to see if, there would be activity. I was just talking to somebody, I forgot who I was talking to about this recently, about getting an expedition together, going to the coordinates where the Titanic sank, right, and doing like an EVP sessions on the anniversary or something. That'd be crazy, so. But yeah, just speaking, when you said Queen Mary, I kind of just popped in my head, just to see. But so Queen Mary, where else?
Oh man, anywhere in the country. Like I said, I've never been to the Stanley. I would like to do some investigations of cryptids. I've always been interested in that. I'd like to find scary. It is scary,
I don't get you.
I'm gonna bring my rifle. The beef jerky. I'm gonna bring my rifle. I'm gonna mess with Sasquatch.
Which is exactly why Bigfoot doesn't show itself to us. Because we just shoot the brain. That's why.
You shoot first, ask questions later. No. But I've always been interested in that stuff as well, like Mothman prophecies, stuff like that. I've always been interested in
Champ. I know what you mean. I like the Loch Ness Monster.
I would honestly, if I could go into any place and investigate the way I want to, it would be Camp Hero. Because I have a huge love for that location. I go there every year with my dad and we check it out. And I know that there's something that happened there. I'm convinced that something happened there that has to do with the Philadelphia experiment and all these things that tie in. So I would love to investigate that. I mean, I know it's not far away, but it's such a difficult place to do because it's still monitored by state troopers and stuff, by the state government officials, stuff like that. So that'd be a place.
You can check out some of these locations on our website. We do have the Stanley, we have Camp Hero, we have the Queen Mary, www.liparanormalinvestigators.com. You can definitely check those out. In the country, it's a tough question because there's so many different locations.
Let me ask a question you don't have an answer to.
I would say if I can have full access, the White House. The White House? Yeah, so much history, so much things, so much presidency went through there. Right. Where that would be pretty sick. We're always looking for historical locations and stuff like that. I would definitely probably say the White House. That's kind of where my start would go, Yeah.
I gotta say, I would like to investigate places that haven't been touched before. Like I like the idea of psychiatric centers because there's people who are disturbed in some ways, and you know they're screaming or they're going off the charts, and just like repetitiveness of that enough, and it being abandoned, and then going into it afterwards and asking questions and seeing if any hardships happen. You know, just you know, again, the fear of the unknown. You don't know what could be in there lurking around still because it was tortured there and it just wants to get out still.
Yeah.
You know, we're just trying to reach out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I know Mike's been to Rolling Hills, and you know he could tell you himself that I'm positive he enjoyed it.
Oh yeah. But it was a cool place. Definitely a cool place to check out. It's different. It's definitely different because
legal access.
After you understand, Rolling Hills really never sat abandoned. Really, for a very short period of time. After it was a psych center and orphanage, it sat a little bit abandoned, and then it became the Geneseo County Mall. It was like almost kind of like a flea market mall. Okay, that's what it turned into. Really, and each room was a shop. Like if you picture like a flea market, like booths. Okay, each room had their own booth.
I know.
Which is weird. Like, why the hell you would do that?
Rooms that people lived in, or
and then when they shut it down, a lot of the people that left all their shit.
Yeah,
they just left all their money.
Really?
Yeah. And then when they finally opened it back up and got bought out by a private owner, Lori opened it up to paranormal teams. And some of the evidence that we captured there, I mean, just by going there once, we were there 4 times, but our first time we captured some awesome stuff. So, I would love to go back. I would definitely go back in a heartbeat.
Or even, you know, expand on more of those. Also, another thing, hospitals.
Abandoned hospitals.
We did one. Smithtown General Hospital, which was it's not there anymore. They demoed it. I want to say back in 2008, 2009. Really? But we were fortunate enough to get into it. It was beat to shit. It was destroyed. You know, a lot of ceiling tiles were falling off. It was in bad shape. Worse than Kings Park. A lot of water damage, but we did have a couple of weird experiences in there. We were in there and we were on the 2nd floor, and we had a guest with us, and he forgot to turn off his cell phone. All of us knew, no cell phones, He forgot. He didn't know. We didn't tell him. So we're on the 2nd floor, and he gets a phone call. So he's like, yo, should I answer? I'm like, yeah, just make it quick. So he answers the phone, and an operator gets on saying, do you accept this like call collect? It's like a call forwarded message. Okay. And he's like, does it cost me any money? So the operator's like, no, you just say you accept, and the message plays. He's like, yeah. She's like, I accept. Message plays, it says, get out of my hospital. Really? His jaw dropped, he's like, yo. That person just said, get out of my hospital. Yeah, I know. So one of our investigators, Tim Hall or Mosin, one of those guys, grabbed the phone from him, and they're like, hello, who is this? And Copay Dispatch got on, and they were like, do you need an ambulance? And they're like, and Mosin was like, who is this? And they're like, Copay Dispatch, do you need an ambulance? You call for an ambulance? And we're like, no. Somehow, it's got weird. So we take the number down, we call the number back. It's an out-of-state number, disconnected. So we write the number down, we investigate for a little while, and we got the hell out of there. It's like, yo, I don't trust that shit.
I was afraid of cops coming.
Right. Yeah. So I take the number back home, and it's in our file. I still have the phone number. I did research, I looked it up. The furthest I got is that it originated from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
That's the number.
And I'm like, that is just crazy. What are the odds of you getting a call forwarded message saying, get out of my hospital? You know, it was awesome. It was really cool. Very cool experience. But you know, I mean, like you said, with like abandoned hospitals and psych centers, you know, there was death. Yes, you know there was death. And you know at some hospitals, like Smithtown General Hospital closed because it was just shitty practicing.
Yeah.
A lot of people died. Got sick there because it was just horrible. Horrible conditions. Same thing with psychiatric wards. So
it's the pain and
the recipe for a haunting is there.
Right.
You know, you call that what's the recipe for haunting? And you have A, B, and C happening. You know, and sure enough, a lot of these places do turn out to be haunted. You know, when you talk a place like Danvers, not many people could say that they went into Danvers Psych Center when it was abandoned. Because security was so hyped up. But the people that have gone in there have crazy experiences. You know, because the place is sitting abandoned, whatever's there could be trapped there, and anytime somebody walks in, you don't look like a patient, you look more like a doctor, and it's going to be intimidating. So therefore it's going to go back at you, you know. So but yeah, definitely hospitals and psych centers. Wow, definitely pretty cool stuff.
It is awesome.
We'll start wrapping it.
That's pretty much all we have here. It's dying down here at Gateway Playhouse. There's not too many people here, so we're going to wrap the show for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed this special Halloween Haunted House edition of the Ghost News Network. Check us out on our YouTube page. Obviously you are if you're listening to this. But also check out our Facebook page. Just search the same thing, Long Island Paranormal Investigators. You can find us on Twitter. Our handle is @LIParanormal. And we also have an Instagram, which is, what is that, Miss Teresa? Is it LI Paranormal Investigators on Instagram, where we won't post any photos. And always you can Facebook, Twitter,
website, YouTube,
Best of Long Island. We've been nominated for Best of Long Island.
That's right.
So if you guys want, you can vote at once a day, every day. We're nominated under 3 categories under services. You just look up Best of Long Island, and you'll get a link and just click on the services. We were nominated for 3 categories. Best Private Investigator, which is Long Island Paranormal Investigators.
/Ron
Konkoma. The second one we're nominated for is Best Long Island based website, which is liparanormalinvestigators.com, which is /Ron Konkoma. And we also have Best Psychic with Shannon Collins, who was nominated this year. So you can go right through there and vote, and any support you guys can give us is so appreciated.
And also, if you're interested in more of like a spiritual side with stones and stuff, I know Teresa, you guys are in charge of a Facebook page called...
Our Facebook page is called Crystal Clarity. We post a lot of different things on there, different crystals, quotes, meditations, things like that.
So if you're into the stones aspect, check them out, give them a like on Facebook, and they'll get some great information on there as well.
Yeah, that's one of the things we're going to be adding onto our site is a whole bunch of different stones, and Shannon and the whole stone department right now, they're working on that. It's a lot of extensive research, a lot of work, but they're putting together a whole manual, kind of like how we have our equipment manual. So that's going to be posted on our website in the near future. We'll have that Facebook page attached as well. So if you have any questions, you can directly go to these guys and talk to them about it. So yeah, we have a lot of things upcoming. So just keep an eye out. Check out our website.
Stay tuned.
www.liparanormalinvestigators.com.
Thank you guys very much, and have a great night.
And when you get a chance, come down and check out the Gateway Haunted Playhouse.
That's right. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night. Have a good night.